EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You look at this Eagle defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Hard throw, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3rd down at 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow eluding the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. Flushed out right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to him. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now Burrow. This will be caught at about the 5. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Burrow looking to pass. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Boy, it's such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. You think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. On first down, Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Second down, here's Hurts. Buying time to his left. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And that to the 30, it'll be second down. Back to Mixon on second down. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
11 Thomas.
13, Mike 13. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Mike 13, Mike 13. He's coming, he's coming. Check in.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check 15.
On third down, Burrow. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Bengals had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Right, 80. Right, it's hot.
Here we go. Here we go.
12. 13. He's coming. Check in. Check out.
Here's Burrow. That is caught. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 30 yards there. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now Burrow going to change things up.
13, Mike 13.
11 mighty.
Up the middle they go with McAllister. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Joe Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 67 yards. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. McPherson on for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Again, it's Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. It would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hurts. Touchdown. Devontae Smith from 19 yards away. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They're going to try and throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on fourth down.
Mixing up the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. First down. Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Here we go.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Inside handoff to Mixon. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Hurts changing up the play. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Adam Troutman.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
So this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go to Barkley again. Down the left sideline. 152 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
A first down carry for Barkley. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Barkley, inside handoff. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance of 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Able to hook up here with Ridley.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Here comes 2nd down. Burrow. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now Burrow.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
Throwing, Burrow.
Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Just a critical breakdown defensively turns this into a huge play. And now you've got to get up to the ball and get moving.
Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of